The book of Revelation speaks of a mysterious group known as the 144,000. But who are they? Are they a select group of saints? A symbolic number? Or something else entirely? Let's explore what the Bible says and uncover the truth behind this prophetic mystery. The biblical reference Revelation 7:4 states, "Then I heard the number of those who were sealed, 144,000 from all the tribes of Israel." Later, in Revelation 14:1-3, John describes them standing with the Lamb on Mount Zion, singing a new song that no one else could learn. They are described as redeemed from the earth, pure, and set apart for God. But what does this mean? A modern-day parallel, the protected group. Imagine a time of great turmoil, where chaos and destruction are everywhere. Governments collapse, economies fail, and natural disasters intensify. In the midst of this, imagine a select group of individuals chosen and marked by a higher authority who are untouched by the destruction around them. While the world suffers, this group has divine protection. They move with confidence, knowing they are part of a grand plan. This is a picture of the 144,000 in Revelation, a group specially chosen by God, sealed for a purpose during the most critical time in human history. Are they literal or symbolic? There are two main interpretations of the 144,000. A literal interpretation. Some believe the 144,000 are an exact number of Jewish believers from the 12 tribes of Israel who will play a key role in the end times. This means that during the Great Tribulation, these individuals will be specially chosen and sealed by God for protection and a divine mission. Think of it like an elite task force trained, commissioned, and sent into the most dangerous situations with special gear to ensure success. They are spiritual warriors, prepared for a mission no one else can handle. A symbolic interpretation. Others see the number as symbolic, representing the complete and perfect number of God's redeemed people, both Jews and Gentiles. The number 12, representing the tribes of Israel, multiplied by itself and then by 1,000, symbolizing completeness, could indicate a vast multitude rather than a literal 144,000. Imagine a grand stadium filled with people from every background, all united under a single cause. The number 144,000 could be a way of saying that God has a complete and perfect people, not limited by ethnicity or nationality. Their role in the end times. Regardless of whether they are literal or symbolic, the 144,000 appear to have a special mission, sealed for protection. Revelation 7:3-4 describes them as being sealed by God, suggesting they are protected from the coming wrath. Imagine a deadly plague sweeping across a city, affecting thousands. However, a select group of individuals, marked with an invisible seal, walk through untouched, completely immune to the disaster. Evangelists or witnesses? Some interpret them as evangelists who will spread the gospel in the tribulation period, while others see them as a remnant preserved through God's judgment. Think of a rescue team in a war zone, tasked with bringing people to safety. They move through danger, seeking out survivors and guiding them to a place of refuge. If the 144,000 are evangelists, their mission is to lead people to Christ during a time of great darkness. Pure and set apart, Revelation 14:4-5 describes them as not defiled and as those who follow the Lamb wherever he goes. Picture a royal priesthood dedicated to serving their king, unwavering in their loyalty. These are people who refuse to compromise their faith, even when the world around them is falling apart. The connection to the great multitude. Right after mentioning the 144,000, Revelation 7:9 introduces a great multitude that no one could number, from every nation, tribe, and tongue, standing before the throne of God. Some believe this group is entirely separate from the 144,000, while others suggest they are the same group viewed from a different perspective, first seen on earth as sealed believers, then seen in heaven as victorious saints. Imagine seeing an army preparing for battle, numbered and counted. Later, you see the same group celebrating victory, but now they are countless, a vast multitude rejoicing in triumph. Final thoughts. What does this mean for us? The identity of the 144,000 remains a topic of debate, but one thing is clear: they are faithful followers of Christ who are sealed and protected by God. Whether they are a literal Jewish remnant or a symbolic representation of all believers, their story reminds us of God's sovereignty, His faithfulness, and His ultimate plan of redemption. The bigger question is, where do you stand? Are you among those who are spiritually sealed and set apart for God? Will you be among the redeemed who stand victorious in His presence? So, what do you think? Are the 144,000 a literal group, or do they represent something greater? The truth is being revealed. Don't just watch, be part of the conversation. Like, comment, and subscribe.